Hi guys, how are you doing today? Like really? Because I'm doing bad. Spotify Wrapped came out pretty recently, and I swear every year there's a new genre that everybody starts getting on their Wrapped, and it goes kind of viral. I know I got Escape Room a couple times, and that was a big thing where everyone was like, what's Escape Room? What is this? This isn't a real genre, and I honestly still don't understand it. All I know is that Death Grips was considered Escape Room, so I don't know. Escape Room's kind of like merged itself into the actual scene now though, because it's like a joke, but I do feel like after some time, people sort of just mix it in with the general genre pool, you know? Anyway, this year, there's a new term that's been floating around called POV Indie. And I would be more shocked as such a stupid name for a genre, but since music genres are kind of my thing, I have seen a lot of weird names for genres. It's all over TikTok this year because a bunch of people got it in their raps. I didn't get it in my Wrapped because I don't really listen to that much indie music, I guess, but it was a big thing, got all these people talking about it. Oh, look at this handsome fella. So I saw this video the day that Wrapped came out, and it was going pretty viral.
The TikTokification of music genres has made me so confused with my Spotify Wrapped. Because my top genre is POV Indie. Is it not just indie anymore? It's POV Indie? What does this even mean? I mean, I did get Riot Girl second, so I'm quite happy. Can someone please explain what POV Indie is? Why is it not just indie anymore?
And that TikTok kind of stirred the pot where everyone was responding to it and being like, yeah, what is this Spotify? What is this made up little genre you put in there? What the hell? This pretty handsome fella stitched it, and I think he has something pretty insightful to say.
POV Indie? What does this even mean?
Look, I'm always defending the existence of dumb subgenres, but indie genres are actually getting out of hand. If you look up the definition of POV indie, it's a music genre distinguished by its independent, do-it-yourself approach to production and promotion. The genre is recognizable by its lo-fi sound, unconventional instrumentation, and DIY aesthetic. It's literally just indie music. The term indie has lost so much of its meaning that there's just another term for actual indie music now. Yes, that was me. I hopped on the bandwagon. I made a TikTok about it, even though I didn't have it in my Wrapped. I was interested. Okay, I'm the genre guy. However, I don't know if I was right about that because that's what it says on Google. There's a bunch of comments where people were like, I listen to Taylor Swift. I listen to MCR and all these like big bands, and it counted as POV indie. Yeah, this comment. Bands that are POV indie according to my Spotify. My Chemical Romance, TV Girl, Car Seat Headrest, Modern Baseball, and McCafferty. So 4 out of 5 of those bands are just different types of emo music. And then the Google definition says that it's basically indie bedroom pop. It's really confusing. So this gave me a brilliant idea. There's a site called everynoise.com that I use a lot. If you follow my series on TikTok and Instagram, it's where I get random genres that I make videos on. Very useful site. So as you can see, you get on everynoise.com, you can search the genre you want. Search in, oh wait, no, that's artist. I gotta do POV Indie. And then you can press this little dandy thing. And look, it shows you all the artists that are considered to be under this genre. So right off the bat, what is this? Dominic Fike, Jake, AJR, Conan Gray, Hosier, 1975, Cage the Elephant, Mitski, Phoebe Bridgers, Glass Animals. These are the least indie artists I have ever seen in one place. Is it supposed to be like artists that people think are indie and are like, yeah, I listen to indie music. You ever heard of Tame Impala? Is it supposed to be like that? These are like the most commercially successful pop musicians I have ever seen in one place. I'm in awe right now. If you were wondering why you had POV Indie on your Wrapped and, you know, you've just been so distraught trying to figure out who you listen to that got you this point of view indie genre on there, look at this list. If you listen to one of these artists a bunch, that's probably why. This is insane. This is not indie at all. Then again, indie does not really mean anything these days, and that's a topic for another video. Anyway, now that we've seen what POV indie is, and that it is not a real genre, I will just say that. None of these bands have anything similar to each other and are definitely not indie music. But I know Spotify like purposefully creates these genres, and there is part of me that wonders if they do this at least partly as a publicity thing because they know it'll get so much buzz
with people being like, what the hell is this genre? What? Escape room? POV indie? What is that? So that might play into it. But I did find this article that kind of goes a little more in detail on what Spotify does that creates these nonsense genres. So I found this article. It's actually pretty recent. It's talking about the fake Spotify genres and how they make them and sort of what makes a music genre. Saying in 2016, there were 1,482 genres on Spotify. Today, it's 6,000. So what exactly is a genre? And I think for the most part, this is subjective. And as long as it's something that's helping you find similar music, then that's really the whole purpose of a genre. As long as it's fulfilling that duty, I don't have a problem with it. As far as stuff like POV Indie, I don't know how that's really helping anyone. So the article kind of goes into this insider stuff of how and why they created some of these genres. For Escape Room, talks about how he made it up himself because he found this vibe that was an underground trap, PC music, indie-tronic, activist hip-hop thing, and there was no name for that, so he named it Escape Room because it's like escaping a room? I don't know. That still doesn't really make sense, but it goes into how Spotify does this. And Spotify genre researcher Glenn McDonald noted that some genres on Spotify are indeed made up because they emerge from users' listening patterns. And then it talks about how it's basically this algorithmic-based system that picks up on sonic patterns in tempo and even like lyrical content. And then the algorithm just kind of notices that people are listening to these certain artists back to back, or the same people are listening to these same artists. And it basically creates a genre out of that pattern, which if you think about it, there's not really a better way to make a genre. This is literally taking data from what people are listening to and then just grouping it together to make it easier for people to find similar stuff. So that was a really long article, and I'll link it in the description for you to read if you want to, because it's really interesting, goes a lot into all this stuff, and honestly clears up a lot of the questions that people have. I don't know, it's an interesting debate, because at the end of the day, if a genre is helpful for you finding similar stuff that you like, then that's all that really matters. And so I think Spotify is just trying to use their algorithmic knowledge that they have to make this easier. It would obviously benefit them if they're the best platform at recommending you music, which I do think, as bad as Spotify is in a lot of regards, their recommendations have been very good for me. So what do you guys think? Do you think POV Indie is a stupid genre name? Do you think Spotify should stop making fake genres? I personally don't see a problem with it. There's always the other genres. They're not taking any away. If anything, it's just making it easier to find certain sounds. That said, POV Indie is meaningless. If you like the video, feel free to leave a like. And if you really like the video, hit the subscribe button. Bye.